Hey everyone, Mac is back, and today I want to do a short video on hyper farms. I did one several years ago. It's been quite a while, and the information in there is a little bit outdated. So I want to kind of update this a little bit because the game has changed quite a bit through the years here, and it's just something that I would like to help out. I personally don't have any hyper farms, but I've seen other people who do. I've asked them how they set up their account, and I want to just share with you very briefly how they do it and kind of the best way to do it. Let's get to it. The first thing to note is that you can make as many farms as you like. If they do take a little while to do it, and they're a little bit time consuming, but once you get them up and running, they're like a well-oiled machine. They'll just basically keep doing it. You can log into them like once a week, and dump, not even once a week. You could do once a week, I guess, really, and then you could either transfer the resources or you could attack the account and just take the resource however you want to do it. But the big thing to note is that every single one's going to be a gold account, because these spots here where you put these mints, they're only hospitals and army tents, so you're going to want to put all the gold in there. So you're going to have all these mints, and then what you're going to want to do for these other ones, you're going to want to do the same exact building there. So if it's a farmland, for instance, you can see on this account here, I have farmlands on every single one. So if this was a hyper farm, that's what you want to be doing there, because you want to maximize that one single resource. So I would say at least a minimum of 4 hyper farms. So you have gold in every single one, plus you have one of the other resources up here. It's either going to have the grain, the wood, the stone, or the iron. So, but you'll always have the gold, which is very coveted, so it'll be good anyway. When it comes to research, you're going to want to fill out this completely research this production tab. It has all the good stuff in here that you're going to want about resource protection limit, stone production. All your production stuff is going to be very, very good in here, so that's what you're going to want. And the formations, if you come down there, then you're going to have extra gold in here as well. If you come up here to the treasury, you're going to see there's gold capacity and also some gold production. And then when you go to commandership, then that's where you're going to have your capacity. So here at the beginning, you can see your stone capacity, lumber, 30% extra on there. So that's what you're going to want in that area. And probably the main area where you're going to get the most production is in the talent production tree. So if you scroll the whole way to the bottom, you're going to see that's where you get the gold dragon production. Well, one of them anyway, and if you do that, it'll give you 288%, and that's what you're going to want to do based on your number of talent points. You'll probably want to get down to as much as you can to this last one, start working your way backwards, because they have the most. As you can see here, iron production 3, if we just click on it, look down, you're 288%. So those are all 288%, quite significant amount of production in the talents. Within the equipment, you're going to want to do the builder set. You can see here the builder set has a bunch of production in here. You'll be able to get these things up quite significantly. I mean, right here, just looking at it, if I get this to gold, you're talking 50% grain, 50% wood. So really, really good stats here when it comes to the equipment. And then you also want to look at the maester set, because that's where you're going to get your gold dragon production. All 4 of them have your gold dragon production, so you'll be able to increase that as well. And the one that's a little more tedious to do, because you'll have to do it on a daily basis, only once a day, but still it's a daily basis, is the scrolls here. So these production tabs in your Sept of the 7. So if you click down, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see there's iron, grain, stone, wood, and gold in here as well. So it's also something to be able to put into motion. You could also do this upkeep reduction. So it'll actually have they'll upgrade your grain a lot faster. It'll be a 25% faster, because you're actually reducing the amount of grain. But also at the same time, this may not be actually worth it. Now I'm actually thinking about it a little bit more, because you're not going to have any troops in the castle. So if you don't have any troops, they're not going to be using any of the grain. You can see how my hourly upkeep, I'm negative 16 million. So I had that, and that's 25% less. So that's something that you also want to consider. You probably don't want to be able to have to use that. And the last way to be able to get some more production is with your commanders, and they're basically all free to play commanders to be able to do this. So just right off, I'm just going to talk about this, and you'll be able to see the graphic here that Sheila gives grain production, and so does Jean. And then you also are going to have wood production from Arsalan and Arya. You're going to have gold production. There's going to be 3 of them. It's going to be Rob, Feast, and Soren. So make sure you upgrade them and upgrade them as well on every single one of them, the gold ones. And then the iron, you have Merrill, Robert, and Gorell. And last but not least is his stone production, and that'll be Obeen, Russell, and Barrett. Now, the one thing you do want to remember is you only need to upgrade those commanders that are going to help you in that, that hyper farm. So if you're doing the gold and the, well, we'll say gold and wood, then you want Arsalan and Arya, because they're going to be the ones that give you, your wood production. And your gold production, you're always going to have Rob, Feast, and Soren leveled up as much as you can. Now, the one extra aspect that's coming to the game is the awakening, and when you do awaken them, they actually gain more. So you can see here this was this wood production for Arya was 100%, but now it's 160% from her being that awakened to the 3-star, because it's only the 3 stars where they actually get that 1.6% higher production. So or 1.6 times the production. So that's really nice little addition there too. So I wanted to make this video very brief, and I hope if you have any questions about the farms, let me know. That's kind of how you want to do it. It's kind of very simple. It's a little bit time consuming, but once you do get them up and going, you're gonna have plenty of resources. So if you have to train troops or heal troops or to build anything, you can just go to your hyper farms, and you'd be a lot less stressful once you get that all done. So until next time, Mac out.